AY is the company that my character starts in the movie, and he invites David, Miles's character, to be his partner. And it's, especially at the beginning, is this really low rent in this tiny, crappy office, and it's really them and a couple of computers looking for big deals or small deals even, and it grows and grows to become this major operation that ends up, securing a $300 million deal.
When you start aiming at $300 million contracts, then you're actually messing with the big boys in a way, and they really stepped into it thinking, well, why not? It's just a bigger version of what we've been doing.
Every person in this business is going to be bidding on it. Every person who's in the arms business is going to be bidding on it because it's such a giant contract. And they realize if they can figure out how to cut every corner, how to do every shady thing, they'll be able to get this deal. And we come in around $50 million under the next bid. So that's how much these guys were looking to lowball everybody.
Which makes sense, except once they got the contract, which was insane in its own respect, once they got it, they realized they couldn't deliver on the prices they promised, and they couldn't even necessarily acquire all the munitions that they had promised. So they had to do things in a really roundabout way.
We were trying to figure out who was going to play David, and when Todd thought of Miles, I was like, whoa, he's a really good actor. We'd just seen Whiplash, and Miles makes David an interesting character, because that character is the guy who's like, the guy who's really saying, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? He
goes from kind of living in a small, crappy apartment in Miami to like a really lavish condo, and me and Ephraim are driving matching Porsches, and we have the money finally, and it's cool. Like, that's the part of the movie I think that should be the most fun for people, because you're rooting for, and you enjoy seeing these guys kind of living the life of gangsters, even though they're just these couple of like small town Jewish kids living in Miami who are just kids.
Both Jonah Hill and Miles Teller I'm big fans of, but I'd never worked with. Jonah I've become friends with over the years, and just sort of in awe of the work that he's compiled. He's very dexterous. And Miles, I actually auditioned with. I just thought he was incredible. And then obviously Whiplash revealed him to the world. So we're lucky that we got him to be in this movie. And he's a perfect David.
I've always had a love, even in my own taste of movies, whether it's American Hustle, which is based on a real story. I love when you take sort of the seeds of the truth and the seeds of something real, and you kind of build on it. It's always, the movie always has a little bit more gravity to it, whether it's Wolf of Wall Street or, American Hustle, to name recent examples. But I always think those movies have a little bit more gravity to them.